So are you ready to bail out Detroit? That's the question. You know, Detroit filed bankruptcy a few weeks ago, as I've been talking about now for a few years, predicted that would happen. Really, don't need to really predict that because it's so easy. Now they're saying the next state, or the next big city could be Honolulu in Hawaii, but there's so many others as well. I saw a list the other day that had about 40 cities, all that have either the same or really not that far away removed from the financial picture of Detroit. But here's the deal. Now, as I've said all along, the city of Detroit is filed bankrupt over the $3 billion in pensions. I shouldn't say over, really it's over the 40 plus years of progressive, socialist, communist ideas that have failed like they've failed everywhere else. But nonetheless, if it was just a regular bankruptcy and people are like, oh, hey, they filed bankruptcy, they're going to reset their economy and reset their, area and try to get out of this, and that would be great. But of course that's not going to happen. Because if you understand the idea of Cloward and Pivens, Columbia University professors, that basically on record which said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to create a system where we overwhelm the system. And it's about how many people we can get on food stamps. It's about how much debt we could rack up. And then through that whole chaotic reset, we get the government we want. We get the power structure that we want in place. That's exactly what they're doing, gang. I could walk you through so many details of this, but just take a look at food stamps. Food stamps, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, I'm going from memory here, were roughly 40 million when Obama took office. They've gone up over double that. Over 100 million people, or close to 100 million people, on food stamps today. Now, again, disclaimer, if you're new to my program or new to my channel, I understand it's not about Obama, it's about the people that run him. But the people that are running him clearly believe in the philosophy of overwhelming the system. I'll give you another example, or the Federal Reserve. $800 billion balance sheet to close to $4 trillion balance sheet. Destruction of the dollar. The debt, $6 trillion when Obama took office. Approaching $17 trillion. Overwhelm the system. The wars. When Obama took office, we were in Afghanistan and we were in Iraq, and understood that we were in over 100 countries, over 900 military bases around the world. Today, we're not just in Iraq and in Afghanistan, though. Now we're talking about going into Syria, already have troops in Syria. We're in Libya, and we seem to be all over the place, spreading troops all over. Overwhelm the military. Spread them too thin so that they're not powerful enough. They're not strong enough. It's happening everywhere. With cities that are going bankrupt, like Detroit, well, Detroit's gone bankrupt, and so now, is it any surprise that leading Democrats are saying, yeah, hey, we should have federal bailouts of cities that go bankrupt, or Detroit should be bailed out, and the argument's gonna be, just like the argument was with GM, hey, this is, Americana. This is our car industry. We can't let Americana, we can't let our car industry go bankrupt, can we? That's the argument they will make. So will there be a federal bailout of Detroit at some point? Of course there will. Those pensions that are, from United Auto, that are from city workers or teachers, of course those will be bailed out. It's only a matter of time. In fact, I'd make the argument that through the money printing of the Fed in some capacity, they will be bailed out, or they've already started to be bailed out. So overwhelming the system. Detroit filing bankruptcy, and now leading Democrats saying, we got to bail them out. Goes back to my question that I asked years ago now. City goes bankrupt, the state bails them out. State goes bankrupt, federal government bails them out. Federal government goes bankrupt, who bails them out? Well, if we look at the example in Europe, it's been some kind of global body like the IMF or the European Union. For America, who will that be? And what will we give up for that bailout? Those are important questions that people should ask that, of course, no one in the mainstream media are asking. But you can get those questions here. Also check me out on Facebook and FabianForLiberty.com. Thanks for watching. I'm out.